students, good morning. Today I am starting a new lesson that is gravitation. And it is said that the gravitation, this word is basically from the word gravity. It is basically from the word gravity. Gravitation, it is an attractive force, or it is an energy, attractive energy. The gravitational force, it is defined as it is an attractive force. Gravitation is defined as it is an attractive force existing on earth and binds all the objects towards the center of earth. Gravitation, it is an attractive force that is existing on earth and binds all the object towards the center of the earth. And in our daily life we will come across many of the illustrations. There we come across and there we experience also about the existence of the gravitational energy on the earth. Think students, the first illustration of the existence of the gravitational energy is that when we jump a little, then with a certain force, then with that much force we will come back to the ground. So this is just because of the existence of the gravitational energy on earth. And next illustration is when we throw on a rubber ball in the upward direction, its velocity goes on decreasing and reaches zero and then falls back to the earth. This is just because of the existence of the gravitational energy of the earth. And next is, one question arises: what makes the moon to revolve around the earth in its own definite orbit, and what makes all the planets of our solar system to revolve around the sun in their own orbit? There should be a energy, and question arises that why they not falling down, why they not changing their rotation of their orbit, why they are not all falling down, and what is the energy behind that? Think students, for an object to move from one place to the another place, there should be the application of energy behind that. And question arises that from where the energy coming for the planets and the satellite and the natural satellites to revolve around the sun and revolve around the planets. So that energy comes from the gravitational force of that planet. Think the moon, only the natural satellite of the earth, so that continuously revolves around the earth. This is just because of the gravitational energy of the earth and of the moon also. And there comes another two forces according to Newton's third law of motion: centrifugal force and centripetal force. These two forces, centrifugal and centripetal forces, these two forces are equal and opposite, and that makes the moon to revolve around the earth in a particular orbit. And same is applied to the planets also. Centrifugal and centripetal forces, they balances each other and makes the planets to revolve around the sun in a particular orbit. And this is through these illustrations we will come across whatever the or we will experience the existence of the gravitational force. But this gravitational force, it is not all generated by us. And with this directly we will not experience. It is existed. This gravitational force or gravity or gravitational energy, it is existed on the earth. We will experience through some whatever the activities, but it is not all directly observable. And it is a attractive force, and one more, it is a non-contact force. force. Non contact force. In the force, while studying the physical quantity force, it is said that in the forces there are again two types: contact forces and non-contact forces. What is that? Contact forces and non-contact forces. While studying a physical quantity force, and what I said is gravitation, it is an attractive force. It comes in the group of non-contact force. Non-contact force. The best illustration to prove this is that the moon is not in contact with the earth. There is a distance of separation. But what said it is that there is an attraction between the moon and the earth that enables the moon to revolve around the earth in a particular orbit. So with that illustration, it is proved that the gravitation is a non-contact force. And whatever the gravitational force of the earth, that is acceleration due to gravity, z is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So this is the maximum value, and this value, it is not all constant at all the places on the earth itself, at all the places or at all the regions on the earth itself. It may differ. This is just because of the geological nature of that particular place, or of that particular region. So depending upon that, the whatever the acceleration due to gravity, it may varies from 9.0 to 9.8 meter per second square, or sometimes lesser than 9.0 also. And whatever this acceleration due to gravity, 9.8 meter per second square, so this value, it may differs in the other planets of our solar system also. And when we take into account of our only natural satellite, the moon, on the moon, so it is said that the gravitational energy is 1/6 of the gravitational energy, so that is on the earth. Think, on the earth, the gravitational acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, and on the moon it is 1/6 into 9.8 meter per second square. So on the moon, the gravitational energy, it is lesser than that of the earth. And this is all about the basic information regarding the gravitation and gravitational energy or gravitational force. And after this one, after studying whatever the gravitation, gravitational force, gravitational energy and acceleration due to gravity, so these are all invented by, as we already know, Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton was first invented about the gravitation, and he said that earth is having its own gravitational force, and that binds all the material objects and living beings and non-living beings, totally the material world, toward the center of the earth. Think a situation so that earth is not having the gravitational force at that time, so there will be a vacuum like situation on the earth. Earth is having its own atmospheric layer and a mixture of gases, and the question arises that what makes the gases to bind in the whatever the earth itself. So the reason is that gravitational force or gravitational energy of the earth, gravitational force or gravitational energy of the earth, so that enables the mixture of gases, the same is called as atmosphere, to exist on the earth. And this was first invented by Sir Isaac Newton. And the same person said that whatever the gravitational force or the energy, it is not all constant at all the regions on the earth. So in some regions it is the maximum, and in some regions it is the moderate, and in some regions it is minimum. So this is all about the basic information regarding the gravitation. And after this, the next coming is Newton's universal law of gravitation. Next coming is Newton's universal law of gravitation, and about Newton's universal law of gravitation and the regarding explanation of that I will give in my tomorrow class. And in the today's class, whatever the explanation I have given, that you have to write it down in the fair notebook and read the textbook. So the still more perfectness it will come to you. And about whatever this explanation regarding the z, capital Z, and z is equal to fd square by m into m. So this is all about regarding the Newton's universal law of gravitation. The explanation of this is this I will give in my tomorrow class. Thank you.